And I am back with more Mother Ostankya. So, after the last recording session, I wound up quitting without saving, which meant I lost a little bit of what I did on the following turn, but I believe I was able to retrace my steps. If something looks off from the previous video, though, that is what happened. Okay, so we're here at the end of that turn when I retrace my steps, and I'll go ahead and end it, roll it over. Looking at our finances right now, we're sitting at a pretty good amount of income. I probably should look into some point soon getting another army started up. I generally try to focus more on investing into what cities I have, but I think that's a mistake I make in a lot of strategy games that I really shouldn't. Let's see, a non-aggression pact with Illyrian. Well, Illyrian's on good terms with the two High Elf Legendary Lords that I would like to make deals with, so I will agree to that. Let's see here. In Arnheim, let's see, the Bleak Coast, we've got some upgrades. What about in the Titan Peaks? No, not in the Titan Peaks. Okay. The Bleak Holds, let's see. Better lumber. If memory serves, I don't want to go for that so much. I'm already pumping out quite a bit of lumber. I'm already pumping out more lumber than I can sell, correct? Oh, my income's gone up to 3,000. That's quite nice. Let's see. I am selling 100% of my wine production. I'm selling 100% of my logs. Okay. I should look into who else can I offer trade deals with. I guess I probably should want to produce a little bit of an excess so that more people will be interested in deals. More people will be interested in trade deals.
I agree.
Oh, I shouldn't have made a deal with these guys. I just looked over and saw they're trading with Slanesh. Whoops. Ah, that's unfortunate.
My life for top.
See, yeah, that's gonna make both Tyrion and Ilariel a lot more suspicious of me, so... That was a mistake. I should have looked at who I was making deals with before I made deals. Okay, let's see. Now that I'm going to be producing that I'm selling that much, though, I need to go ahead and get more lumber yards up so I can produce more timber. And just right now, a simple market to make some more money does sound good. Over here, Gotrek and Felix will be coming on back. I should get them an army. That's what I should do next turn. And Ostankya will also be, let's see, let's put her into full sail. And we'll take her to just outside of Arnheim. I should give Gotrek and Felix more units than they have right now, because it's not too impressive the amount of units they've got right now. Let's see, how many spirit essences are we producing per turn? 2 from two low corruption provinces and 4 from Ostankya's own hut. Yeah, there we go. So that's pretty good. Where we want to go next is we want to go to the Ashen Coast. We do not want to go down into Lustria. Kislev does not appreciate the warmer climates. And we still can't quite get Mazdamundi to agree to something. Could we at the very least give him a small gift? Do we have enough to give a small gift? No, we do not. He's quite wealthy, and as a result, he wants big amounts of money for even small gifts. Okay. Just a little something to warm him up to us. But new. Here's Tyrion. What does Tyrion want? Tyrion wants 1,500 gold to join the war against the Scourge of Cain. Sure, I'll take that. 1,500 gold won't hurt, and on top of that, it'll increase my diplomatic relations with both Tyrion and Ilariel. The Dark Elves may come down to attack me at some point, but I doubt they will. That particular faction, Scourge of Cain, is probably going to be hassled by Ilariel until it dies. I think that's a fairly safe war to take. Be at war with the twins, the Sisters of Twilight, for money. I won't right now. For now, there's an easier target. Meanwhile, over here, let's see, Gotrek and Felix will be moving along their merry way and stopping to recruit. Let's see, what do we want for Gotrek and Felix's army? I mean, basic Kossars ain't terrible. That's certainly, you know, it's not the end of the world, some basic Kossars. At the same time, it's a little bit boring, ain't it? Some cave bats do sound very appealing, though. They sound like they'd be fun mixed in with Gotrek and Felix themselves, cover a base they don't. Let's see, and maybe some things in the woods. That sounds like fun. There we go. Though, admittedly, I have a hard time imagining Gotrek being quite happy leading an army of horribly chaos-mutated wolves. He seems like he would protest that, but... Then again, I guess he's worked with the Tomb Kings in one of the books, so... He's not got that much range, room to complain. They're about the same growth increase, but it's a difference of... Oh, no, it's not the same growth increase. Okay, yeah, we're going to probably want this then, because it's also cheaper, and the control has been not so great out here on the bleak coast. Excuse me, a little bit of an itch in my throat, or perhaps a little bit of stomach acid. Hard to tell. Let's see here. What tech do I want to go for? Not going to be getting Zargard anytime soon. However, increased weapon strength for snow leopards and things in the woods does sound like fun, so I'll go with that. The next tech is reduced construction cost. Ooh. And then after that, increased diplomatic relations with the Empire, and that's not so good. I should then look into a new Ice Witch slot. And then, let's see, additional 5% to recruitment cost. Research rate plus 10%. Actually, yeah, that's what we're going to go for. Research cost is a really good one to go for early on in the tech tree. It's a little silly to not go for it earlier. Let's see. Darina Bebchuk has the ability to make another choice. She can either increase the melee attack or missile strength of every unit in the army. 5% melee attack is not very good. 7% missile strength is not that crazy either. Well, this is an interesting question. I guess everything in Kislev's army list is capable of melee, so I'll go with that one. Martial encouragement. Like, even their artillery piece is pretty aggressive. I do not want to build an outpost in Lothern for the moment. I'd rather save the money.
It gives us power and maintains obedience.
I expect that the money will likely go towards giving Gotrek and Felix a better stack of units. Though, recruitment cost isn't quite what it once was. I guess for Kislev, recruitment cost isn't that... Oh! Hang on. Right, I should be doing, yeah, relief columns. Yeah, I'm a fool. I'm silly. That's what I am. I'm silly. Alright, let's see. The moon shard is up. What do we want here? We want a garrison. It's boring, but it's the most effective option. And we can upgrade one of these ports, but first priority is... Let's go ahead and keep recruiting units for Gotrek and Felix. And we'll have them recruit up against the border so that when they're done recruiting, they can go ahead and get on the move to the front lines. Let's see here. More things in the woods. Well, we're probably going to want something of a solid front line here. Gotrek and Felix can't provide that by themselves. So we'll take some giant spiders, sure. Again, I don't see how Gotrek would be willing to put up with this. I guess maybe some of these creatures aren't Chaos Mutate. Well, no, those are all abnormally large versions of real-world animals, so therefore that's Chaos Mutation. That's just how Warhammer works. Maybe Gotrek just isn't aware of that, though. Sometimes he can be sometimes he might not be a thinking man. A thinking dwarf, excuse me. Can't believe I would insult him by calling him a man. Okay, now how many Skaven slaves am I about to run into in Iron Spike here? I should probably go ahead and craft up some curses and blessings, shouldn't I? Yeah, I better take a little bit of time to craft up some curses and blessings. Let's see, not like I'm stuck for resources anyways. So we'll go ahead and have Ostankya go over here, and let's see, what is her ambush success chance? 45%. Can we get that up? Can we get those numbers up? 70% if she sits next to a tree while doing it. Excellent. Let's see, Darina Bebchuk can get a upgrade to either her campaign skills or her battle skills. Well, battle sounds a good bit better. Enemy hero action success chance. It's annoying whenever your hero gets assassinated, but it happens like once a campaign, generally. Whereas she's going to be in fights almost all of the time I'm using her. So I'm going to take Battler as the trait. Okay. Oh, growth has gone up in the Titan Peaks, so we'll go ahead and upgrade the ancient city of Kintex. No, let's prioritize Gottrik's army first. Now, let's see. Ooh, we just got access to bears. Da bears. Let's see. They are anti-large, and we can choose between feral bears and ice bears. Let's compare the stats here. Ice bears do have a bit more melee attack. Slightly less... Oh, they have less entities in the unit. And they do a little bit more melee attack, weapon strength, and charge bonus. They hit a little bit harder. Okay. And they pick up a new ability. Let's pin that. Let's see. They reduce the speed of nearby units. Interesting. Meanwhile, the Snow Leopard, I believe, is still the Hero Assassinator, Lord Assassinator. Let's take some bears, sure. And let's see. Let's take a few more giant spiders, sure. I'm holding off on the spider hatchlings for the moment, as I heard there is currently a bit of an issue with their attack animations, where they cannot attack something that they're running after, or something like that. Let's see. More curses do sound fine. However, going up against Skaven, I'm not really that worried about debuffing the enemy, because the enemy is not that much of a threat to begin with. Let's see. So we should go for blessings instead. I don't expect to lose any units. Damage resist, 10% damage resist does sound quite good. What's the additional range and charge bonus? Meh. Let's see. Bear's Bulwark. Spell resist is not very good, but I'll go for it anyways. And Wraith Sight. Sure, I'll take it. 10% damage resist isn't terrible. Though the visibility range is kind of awful, because if memory serves, Ostankya now has... Oh, I guess, well, she can see any unit that's in a forest, but we would still not be able to see over hills and such. But yeah, the 10% damage resist is what I'd be taking that for, as well as the 25% charge bonus. There we go. And that still leaves me enough, if I were to attack next turn, to go ahead and use the Purifying Chant. Though really, with as many Spirit Essences as I'm generating at least one Curse or Blessing per turn. That's quite good. That's only going to get better. I do see Warp Fire Throwers, so that's a unit to throw a curse on, but I suspect it's going to be more blessings against Skaven, because we're just going to see a lot of Skaven slaves, because that's usually how early game Skaven do it. And, yeah, you fight a lot of early game Skaven in most campaigns in this game. I definitely need to set up a military province. I might want to convert the Bleak Coast to a military-focused province. Because with Kislev, you can get recruitment costs down to nothing. You can get loads of recruitment. Let's see. Increased recruit rank for... yeah, the animal units. Or reduced cooldown Lore of Ice. I don't have anyone with Lore of Ice, so I'll go for the... Yeah, Prayer for the Land. Let's see, which of these units... I can get increased recruit rank on the things in the woods, so I'll do that. And Snow Leopards, so I'll do that. And that's the only things I can get increased recruit rank on. And once this is done, this is going to be quite the expensive army, so I'll probably go ahead and call it there. I heard there's a trick where if you keep the amount of units in your army, the unit count at only 17, the AI will... Oh! Kotep's been busy. Alright. Well, I kind of need this territory, Kotep. At the same time, Kotep could be a good ally in the hypothetical future. How's he feel? How the Sisters of Twilight feel about him? They don't. They like him quite a bit. Well, it's only mildly friendly. We'll see how I feel about Katep. I guess he settled up in the desert up there, which is a set of provinces I wouldn't want to begin with. I don't want to mess with him right now because he has a lot of territory. I'll agree to a non-aggression pact and a military access agreement. Sure, just for now. I can break that in 10 turns, anyways. So that does mean I'm gonna have to move Ostankya, though. Now, I was wondering if I was waiting too long on fighting Clan Gridis. I should have figured that Katep would come down there. Alright, let's ship everybody up north instead. Let's see, let's get rid of all these units that Gotrek was recruiting and instead have him walk to the north while recruiting. Let's see. Yeah, things in the woods. It's annoying I'm going to end up fighting the sisters instead, because they won't have corruption that I can purify, but beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. Can I cast Purification Chant on a province that's not even unpure? Really? Hang on, what's this? Okay, the Empowered Purification Chant costs double, but makes it where corruption just flatly won't increase for the next 5 turns. That's not great. I don't think I'll be bothering to go for that when I get it. There we go. I've consumed even more Spirit Essence. It didn't even really do anything, but I can just continue to pump that into my own provinces just to power up the Spirit Essence for Coven's Curse Mark. Did I unlock Coven's Curse Mark? It seems I did. Okay, that's a solid one. And then after that is teleporting an army to a magical forest, which sounds really good. Especially because it'll more or less give me access to the entire world. Alright, let's see. We have enough money to do some upgrading around here. Don't have enough money to upgrade any of the settlements in Titan Peaks, but we do have enough money to upgrade a market or lumber mill. Let's upgrade the lumber mill. Those have turned out quite profitable. Which, how are we doing for trade now? I'm willing to bet we're... Oh, we actually aren't exporting 100% of our logs. But if we overproduce a little bit, that will encourage others to trade with us. So that's not the end of the world. Okay.
I am a meek in my own lifetime, yes. Of course, it has been a very, very long...
Oh, Noctilus is going to ask for a peace deal? A peace treaty? You know what? I'll take it. Tyrion and Ilaria won't like it, but I'd rather him not just sneak up and snipe one of my cities. And I believe that as part of the Shadows of Change update, they made it where diplomatic malices don't take effect for as long as they used to. So I'm not super worried about them being mad about it for a good long time. I will not... Ordinarily, I'm not big on quest battles. Well, I'm just generally not big on quest battles. I just suck too bad for them. But what is the... Reinforcements expected. No kidding. Okay, let me go ahead and save before I go into... Oop. Let me go ahead and save before I start any quest battles. As I am generally quite bad at these. And even if I do win, I suspect that I will lose a lot of units in the process. There we go. What are we looking at here? Oh! Oh, joy, I can apply curses and blessings even in quest battles. That's hilarious. Okay, let's see. Typhlosis is still that. Okay. Agony Succession. So, I really am curious. Does Agony Succession only apply once and just do a little bit of damage then? Or does it just keep going? Let me see. Typhlosis decreases range by 15% and accuracy by 30. So I probably want to throw one of those on the Plague Claw. There we go. And let's see here. I can also go ahead and throw Agony Succession on Plague Monk Censer Bearers. And another instance of Typhlosis. Let's see. on the other Plague Monk Censer Bearer. Sure. While over here, let's see, how are we doing for banners? We've got them all applied, okay. If we wanted to apply blessings, we could throw on one of these blessings, the damage resist increased charge bonus. What would that go good on? 10% ward save would be really nice on the Incarnate Elemental Beasts, but what's the other one? Would the other one also be good? Increased mass and charge bonus. Well, the leadership bonus would be wasted on the Incarnate Elemental, because the Incarnate Elemental already is unbreakable. Meanwhile, leadership and increased mass and charge bonus would likely be quite good on the things in the woods. Okay, now I did all that. Let's hope that I don't lose and really embarrass myself, because that'd be funny. That I just blew a lot of curses and blessings on a battle where I lose anyways. Okay, so we're going to be flanked on either side, and there's going to be reinforcements, which we presumably do not get to see, which is part of the gimmick of quest battles, which will also spawn behind me. These can make for really interesting challenges, I just am not good enough at doing them. I guess it requires a different set of skills than what I'm used to being rewarded for in Total War Warhammer. I don't know, maybe it's designed more so for the Legend of Total War types, which I am very much not. Let's see, what are we looking at here? The Plague Claw catapults. Okay, I'm curious about what's the range on the Plague Claw. Would it be possible for me to deploy my entire army backwards? Yeah, well, odds are we're going to get rushed from either side. It would make more sense to immediately rush one force than the other. What is going on with this map? I guess this is supposed to be an underway, though I'm not sure why Ostankya would go to an underway site. And it's horribly Nurgle infested, which is funny. Anyways, I probably should have... There's probably a little lore bit that I just didn't even read because I was so worried about the quest battle. They just get me on edge that bad. I forgot spider hatchlings don't even have Vanguard deploy. Ugh. Now, let's see, let's put Akshina behind, ambushers behind these gentlemen. We'll put the things in the woods behind them as well. We're gonna rush these guys up front here. The Typhlosis debuff on the Plague Claw catapults I think wound up being kind of a waste, but I should have looked at the map before I made decisions like that, and then I would have known, oh, the range debuff does not matter, this is going to be a tiny map. Let's see, let's get the Cave Bats out. The Cave Bats will probably dive on the Plague Claw pretty quickly. Incarnate Elemental Beasts all get up here, okay. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, we're about to be attacked by a Nurgle army as well. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. That's the nature of quest battles. Okay, we will go ahead. Well, actually, let's go ahead and throw in the Akshina here as well. We'll tell them to attack as a group. And the Hag Witches will run up front. While, let's see, the Cave Bats, we will move on ahead. And the Spider Hatchlings, I don't even know what to do with them. But nonetheless, they are here. We're going to take some casualties from the Plague Claw catapult. If we were able to go ahead and, yep, cast... Okay, yep, the Cave Bats are going to go to a Greeter Demon of Nurgle. I see, okay. But nonetheless, will we be able to send the Cave Bats to take out their artillery? What is the battle looking like so far? I've left the things in the woods behind. That's unfortunate. Let's see, the things in the woods we will want to send up to take on probably the Plague Monks. That's a tool they can get rid of pretty quickly. New objective, defeat the Greater Demon of Nurgle. If only it were so easy. Okay, so the Greater Demon of Nurgle is going to stop us from really tearing away at the Skaven missiles. Yeah, he's going to defend it. Okay, oh, we have to deal with 3 Great Unclean Ones. Okay, oh no, 2 Great Unclean Ones and a Chaos Altar. I see. That makes more sense. Let's see. We should start going ahead and popping some abilities here. Gullius, sure. Does Talika have an ability? No, not really. What's our magic reserves? 38. We probably should have charged up before we left. Let's see. Let's go ahead and cast Flock of Doom over here as well. See how much of the Skaven infantry we can just wreck instantly. There we go. I don't know if I cast that on a useful unit. It's hard to see in this chaos. Okay. The cave bats we want to keep out of the reach of the Nurgle demons, but at the same time, I'd really prefer for them... Let's see. The Incarnate Elemental Beast is getting in there. He probably won't be able to beat a Great Unclean One, but somebody needs to at least take a shot. The Akshina, let's have them turn around and take some hits at the Plague Monk Censer Bearers, so that we don't get flanked by that tough of a force. Oh, it's just going to keep spawning in Nurgle dudes. That's cool. Let's see. Well, in the end, I guess the Skaven missiles and artillery weren't something to be worried about. They folded up pretty quickly. The Cave Bats will send over here so they can help defend us against flankers. And our army is just tearing through the enemy here, which is a pretty good sign. Let's see here. And, yeah, I'm just going to keep pausing here just to make sure I don't louse this up too bad. Let's see, what is this bound spell? Okay, it reduces power recharge, so we could cast that on... There we go, the Great Unclean One, and we could also go ahead... Can we go ahead... Let's see, what's the... Strong versus multiple combatants. Causes moderate... Okay. If I were to fire it... Okay, it's not going to be an arc shot. That's not ideal. Let's have the Hag Witches get around to the flanks then. And have them fire that off against the Plague Bearers, because otherwise the Plague Bearers could be problematic. Oh, there's so many spell effects going on here, it's impossible to see what's happening. How many Plague Bearers are we going to have to deal with? 2 at least. Are these regular or exalted? These are regular. Okay, thank God. 3 Plague Bearers. Not ideal, but it is what it is. I am playing an army that has all magical attacks, though, so really it's not that bad. Now, we're probably going to want... Does Talika have... Talika has Flock of Doom. Let's cast that. And then, let's see. Let's throw the Spirit Bear at these Plague Bearers. These Plague Bearers, sure. It's probably going to end up hitting a lot of spiders, but necessary casualties, I suppose. What was that? Oh, there's the bear. The bear is flying through the air. Yeah, okay. Good old Mr. Bear. Oh, he's actually arcing pretty well. Nice. Okay, let's see here. Let's have the Akshina go into skirmish a little bit. While, let's see, the Hag Witches, we don't want them getting locked down into melee with any of Nurgle's big single entity units. That would be very much less than ideal. The Incarnate Elemental Beast is getting whooped, which is kind of expected. He's really not... nearly as much of a duelist monster as I estimated him to be, and he routinely fails to be what I routinely misestimate him. Despite the fact that I've repeatedly learned that he is not a monster duelist, I keep getting forced into situations where he has to be a monster duelist, which is... It is what it is. Let's see. Let's throw the things in the woods at the Plague Bearers. And the Cave Bats, where can I use these guys? Skaven Slave Spears we could just annihilate, but... Yeah, let's go ahead and do that just real quick. These spiders, we probably want to use them on... Let's see, again, Skaven Slave Spears or something like that. They could pretty easily get rid of themselves. I need to devote some units to dealing with these guys in our rear. The Hags, what are they doing? They are currently coming dangerously close to getting gooned by Nurgle demons. They will absolutely annihilate them in a fight. Let's see, Talika can go ahead and throw on another Flock of Doom. Probably what we're going to want... We're probably going to want to split the Hags here. the Nurgle units are just going to continue to chase the hags. They're going to prioritize the hags, certainly. They're just a squishy unit that nonetheless it's good to go ahead and get rid of. Let's deposit a unit of things in the woods in the flank of these plague bearers. Over here, the incarnate elemental beasts. Let's get him in. Let's see, fighting some Skaven slave spears. Why not? That's a little bit overkill, but it's better than losing him to something stupid. The cave bats we're going to want to pull out because some censer bearers got in here, and the cave bats are very much going to lose that matchup. Let us see here. Da-da-da. A chaos... Oh, boy. Oh, they generously spawned another unit, although it looks like it's an Nurgling, so who cares? Let's see, I assume that over here... Okay, she's managed to stay out of the grip of the Great Unclean Ones. Let's cast another Flock of Doom on these Plague Bearers. Where is Ostankya? Ostankya is here. Ostankya sadly cannot be set to skirmish. She's just not that kind of unit, I suppose. But she can continue to cast shots at the the Exalted Great Unclean One, though she's missing, so it doesn't matter. She's about to take a big hit. It wasn't really that bad. I need to get some more spells on Ostankya. She's not a very good caster, the way I've got her built right now. The things in the woods are fighting... The summoned things in the woods are fighting the Great Unclean One, and not doing very good because they are an anti-infantry unit. Let's get Talika to somewhere where she can be more useful. Our actual non-summoned things in the woods are doing pretty poorly because they are stuck in a fight with another Great Unclean One. There are 3 Great Unclean Ones? I thought there were only 2. You know, maybe just 2 regular ones and then 1 Exalted one. Could be worse. Could be 3 Exalted ones. Let us see here. The cave bats should be put to use somewhere better. Let's see. We will probably want them down here. I probably need to... You need to have in every army really a lord-killing, hero-killing type unit. I really need to throw some snow leopards in this army. Goulius is... Yeah, I'll go ahead and throw it on out here. Yeah, that sounds good. And now I'm going to go ahead and pull out with Ostankya. How is... Oh, they are... Plague Bearers are going after Talika. Let's see, let's cast Flock of Doom yet again. Probably going to end up losing units outright in this battle, which is kind of what I expected. I'm really bad at quest battles. I'm really bad at handling unique and interesting attack plans instead of the bland, predictable ones that the AI will typically go for. Okay, the Incarnate Elemental Beast, I'm just keeping it safe now. I don't know, the Incarnate Elemental Beast I've just not gotten very good use out of. I haven't figured out its role on the battlefield yet. Maybe it's really a kind of a cavalry killer? Maybe that's what it's supposed to be used for? Let's see, these things in the woods... How much anti-large do I have in my roster? Are giant spiders anti-large? No, they aren't. Let's see, we're just going to have to get all of the Akshinas we have to fire on the Mr. Festimus the Pestilent. Good old Nurgle names. And we're going to have to hope that that the Akshina can do the good work there. Let's see, what here is out of our control? We've lost cave spiders up here, we're just going to have to live with that. And the summoned unit of things in the woods has actually done better than I anticipated. I was kind of expecting them to get liquefied pretty quickly once they got in the actual focus, but... Let's see. Just try and shoot down the Exalted Unclean One, because otherwise, oh boy. Let's see, what are the cave bats up to? And, let's see. Make sure each of the hags... Okay, yeah, Talika I really need to get out of harm's way. Where is Ostankya? Ostankya is way away from any actual threat, which is good. Let's see if we can't go ahead and have her also shoot at Festimus the Pestilent. Let's see, that is a regular unclean one. Yes, okay. Okay, I was worried for a second that there were 2 Exalted. Okay, another Block of Doom. I just want to put out... Oh, hang on, I think we wound up taking a hit from something. Okay, there we go. Cast another Flock of Doom. Let's kill Festimus. Can we kill Festimus? A Festimus for the best of us. Let us see here. And now, all of my missile units need to focus on the other Great Unclean Ones. Otherwise, they will not die. I have a strong feeling that nothing in melee is going to be able to handle them. Let's see, our Cave Bats, we will contribute to the fight against these Plague Bearers. I think we're really turning it around now. We lost a lot of Cave Bats, or not Cave Bats, actually, the Cave Bats have continued to do remarkably well. We lost a lot of Cave Spiders, but they're pretty easily replaceable. And over here, okay, I think we're about to get a chain route, because those Nurglings haven't even entered the fight, and they're dead. Yep, there we go. Festimus died, and that caused a chain route. There we go. Alright, actually, I did okay for me in terms of quest battles. This is, believe it or not, I have done far, far worse, and Tzeentch still tells me to uninstall the game. That is in his nature, I suppose. I'm rather pleased with that result, all things considered. Though I definitely wasted the curses. And I need to figure out a different blessing to throw on the Incarnative Beasts. Definitely. Though I'm not spoiled for blessing choices at the moment. Could certainly stand to get more ingredients. The curses, yeah, I wasted the curses, but I kind of figured we'd be getting a different battle theme there. I just should have used the scout map button. Should have used that. Just panicked too hard, I suppose. Let's see. In terms of the actual numbers, a lot of those cave spiders did really good numbers. Of course, the Akshina all ranked up because they all did a ton of damage to the Exalted Great Unclean One. Whew, yeah, a few of these guys, 1,300 damage gold value. Gold value, yeah, that's considerably more than you'd actually pay for an Akshina. And Talika did very well. 1,300 gold value on her as well. The Incarnative Beast, actually not bad. Actually not bad. I guess he traded with the Unclean One pretty poorly, but he still took it. He still got his hits in. And it looks like really everybody got good gold value here. Okay, well that's nice. We got a lot of gold. We got, wow, huge Spirit Essence. Alright, well, that was quite worth it, actually. It always stresses me out and makes me pull my hair out playing the quest battles, which is insane for a lot of people. I know a lot of people love these. But they are always worth it in the end if you don't just lose by a mile. I will take the replenishment, please. Okay, now we have the Cavern's Curse Mark.
When the daughters of the forest wail in unison, they sear onto the flesh of interlopers a sinister mark that turns the very magic of the world against them. The Coven's curse mark ensures one thing for its target: despair.
I don't know why I let that narrator speak because she was so quiet, but nonetheless, I did let her speak. The good old Three Kingdoms narrator. I remember at first I was thinking that was going to be a new Chaos Dwarf Legendary Lord because she was narrating the Chaos Dwarf trailer. And I thought that was going to be really cool because, you know, the Chaos Dwarfs, you know, don't have any... I don't think there's ever been an actual depiction of a female Chaos Dwarf. It's acknowledged that they exist, but I don't think there's ever been an actual depiction. That would have been cool. Alright, let's see. Quest successful. Something burrows deep beneath the earth, reeking of sinister corruption. An underway, perhaps, infested with filthy vermin. Whatever the cause, its rot has withered the land, with every ounce of its power emanating from a single point of infection. Such power could be used in the creation of a new hex, one that could entrap such vile trespassers before they ever have chance to plant their virulent seeds of corruption. Seek out the source of this cancerous blight. The essence of whatever lies at the heart of this scourge must be harvested. I did notice that was a Skaven plague-focused army, but was led by Great Unclean Ones. Which makes me wonder if that's a reference to the relatively new Lustria book for Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th Edition, where they reveal that the Pestilent Brotherhood, at least the ones in Lustria, think they're worshipping the Horned Rat, but are actually worshipping Nurgle. Or at least one of his demons. Okay, and also we've got a new trinket. Right, because I fought Skaven and I fought Nurgle. Oh, I got two. Excellent. Let's see. Coven's Curse Mark. Okay, quite nice. And my new trinkets, I got a new stone. Excellent. And a new skull. So the skull lends fizz resist. Excellent! That's much better than spell resist. And the new stone type increases armor piercing. Trades a little bit of base damage for a bit of armor piercing. Now, let's see here. This has got us some new blessings. Hag's Denial. 40% damage resist. It's an active ability. Okay, you pop it, and for a little bit you get 40% ward save. That's quite nice. Ember Dread, which gives, if they're in melee, they get 20% more damage, 20% more flame resistance, and they have flaming attacks. That's good. That's very good. Unburdened Step. Plus 20% speed, Strider, Devastating Flanker. Devastating Flanker is very nice. You can throw that on pretty well any of Kislev's cavalry units, and that becomes insanely good. And were there any other new green blessings? Does not seem to be the case. What about new green curses? Entropus. It gets rid of spell mastery and massively increases miscast chance. Effect intensity increases when enemies cast spells. That's good against vampire counts, but otherwise, other than that, I'm usually not too worried about AI spellcasters. They're usually not very good. We're apparently waiting... Well, hang on. We're apparently waiting on some unique ingredient types until we get the other... yeah, we need to get a few more ingredient types to get more curses, but that was a lot of blessings. Very nice. Let's see. I could go ahead and throw out the Covenant's Curse Mark now to work towards unlocking the Jinxed Land. One thing at a time, I suppose. I don't have anyone to cast Covenant's Curse Mark on right now that I can see. Meanwhile, we've got a new technology. Let us see. We're going to need to research both of these before we can get Toil and Trouble, but I'll hold off on that for now. I want to get to Festival of Urza. Capital Barracks renovations. An additional 5% recruitment cost from relief columns. Not bad. Certainly not bad to save a bit of money. Speaking of money, we got a lot of it. Let's go ahead and get the population up in Arnheim. Get ourselves a Tier 4 settlement. And do much the same in the ancient city of Kintex. And there goes all our money. Just like that. We're going to need to move our armies up to the north. Let's see, Ostankya is going to need to take a little bit of time to recover for her units. I actually did not fully lose any units, which is a shock. I should probably replace these spider hatchlings with cave spiders or giant spiders at some point. Or perhaps instead, yeah, let's go ahead. I was already saying I need a better hero-killing unit. Let's grab 2 snow leopards. Okay, let's see. Ostankya herself. I did want to get Draft Master, but I also want full Folklore. Gives a lingering damage effect. Her attacks cause Curse of Anra here. And we cause fear when fighting against humans. We're not going to be fighting that many humans, but nonetheless, the Curse of Anra here is good enough to take that. I could get Flock of Doom on Ostankya. That would be quite good. At the same time, Draft Master is hard to turn down, especially when it leads to Quartermaster, Lightning Strike, and Renowned and Feared. All of which are very good, but no, we really need Ostankya to get some actual spells on her. At the same time, Talika is using up most of our spell casting anyway, so it's not going to be the end of the world. We'll go ahead and take Draft Master. Speaking of Talika, she has a skill point to spend as well. We've got Transformation of Kadan, Magical Reserves, let's see, Earthing, not bad. Curse of Anra here, though, little bit odd to get that if we're going to be already having Curse of Anra here from Ostankya. Instead, let's see, Wood Warden, increased armor and fizz resist, Upheaval of Earth, though, if memory serves, is quite good. Yes, it was. Because it's a bombardment spell. Yes, I'll take that. There we go. And that is a bound ability. Quite nice. And with that, I'll be ending the turn. But before that, I'm going to go ahead and call it for this video, as it has gone on for quite a ways, and I think that quest battle was enough of an entertaining part to make up a video. So, folks, I will see you later.